today. From Lumen Field in Seattle, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Lock and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
And incomplete to open things up. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the 1st down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Lock gets ready to go. Right at the 30. After the turnover, here's Lock. On the move to his left. He hits his target. Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 19 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Lock gonna throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive to about the 33-yard line. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. pulled in at the 24. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top two seeds in the NFC. I think they're the two best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top two teams in the NFC.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Locke fighting Metcalf for the Seattle first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the gun, it's Locke. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. Now Locke. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Elliott running right. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. Open man right side. It's Lamb. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes our score 17-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Prescott to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott yet again. That is caught inside the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing, Prescott being chased out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Prescott looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On play action, Locke steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. Trey Lance has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they trail the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. And that one's gone to halftime. Josh Jacobs, a force in that first half with 2 touchdown runs. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. In the game you're watching, it's been Drew Lock with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway from the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Buying time to his left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the. And now, before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Myers connects on the PAT, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll throw again. Prescott. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Play action. Now it's Locke. He finds his man complete. That's Holloway. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Locke off a play action. They'll roll him out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. Locke now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 20.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Prescott now.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On 1st and 10, Prescott
able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.